Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi man wala. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Congratulations, you've reached lesson 3 of learning the letters. And we are on our way to continuing to finish the alphabet to eventually read the Quran and be able to read Arabic in general. So that even goes beyond the Quran. And as we mentioned, with every struggle comes success. So taking this first slide, obviously, we're going to go through the letters as we always will, inshallah. And this is just to get you stronger. I mean, going over this, the time that you're spending with me could be sufficient for some and not for most. But definitely going over the slides again, especially the letters, will make you stronger. I highly advise you, well, you should, it's a condition, advised to being a condition, to memorize these letters. So we've taken alif, starting from the right to left, which y'all already know. Alif, ba, ta, tha. And today we're taking jim, ha, kha. Okay? These are the three. Jim, ha, and kha. So the first letter is jim, and jim is like in the word jim is a letter, as you see the kind of curvy structure, we'll call that the skeleton, okay? And the dot, okay? So the skeleton is the body of the letter, or the majority of the letter. And we'll say the dot. So the dot is inside of the belly of the skeleton. You see, it's like a inside of the belly, okay? If we consider the protruding part on the further left like a belly of a person, that's inside the belly. So the jim is the dot inside of this belly of this type of skeleton, okay? So jim, look on the top right where the word jack is. That's jim fatha, right? What's the sound of it? Ja, ja, ja. So jim fatha ja, jim fatha ja, jim fatha ja. The next one is with dhamma, and the dhamma sound is what? Very good. U, u. So it'd be jim dhamma ju, jim dhamma ju, jim dhamma ju. And the last one is kasra, and the kasra has the e sound. So it'd be jim dhamma ji, jim dhamma, jim kasra ji, jim kasra ji, jim kasra ji. Kind of like the letter G, right? But when we pronounce G, it's pronounced a little longer. So remember, all of these harakat, if they're pronounced by themselves, they will be a split second pronunciation. Next we have ha, ha. Now ha kind of comes from the throat, okay? The lower portion of the throat. It's like when you say the word hot, or even you see here had. Okay, see that comes, it's not as sharp, and it's not that strong of a pronunciation from the throat. But ha is like if you say hot, 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 like that is hot. You don't say hot, that is hot. You say that's hot. Okay, so ha is a little more of the last portion of the tongue connected to the top portion of the uvula, okay, of where the throat begins. So I say okay, so it's ha, okay. So ha with the fatha is pronounced ha, just as I said before. Ha, ha, just like had. So ha, ha, mouth open. Ha fatha, ha, ha fatha, ha, ha fatha, ha. It's the same pronunciation as the actual name of the letter, and I mentioned that to you before. But in the next two, that won't be the case. So the second one is ha dhamma hu, ha dhamma hu, ha dhamma hu. Third one with kasra, ha kasra he, ha kasra he. You should be smiling now. Ha kasra he. The last letter is kha, kha, kha. Okay, and kha is not. It's similar to all the other letters as far as the skeleton is concerned, but the dot is on the top. As you see, the dot is on the top of the skeleton. Remember the first letter, Jim, the dot was inside of the belly. Ha was absent of a dot, didn't have one. This one, the dot is on top of the skeleton. So when we look at kha, what's very important here is, you'll learn this later. This is a letter that is a letter, we call it mufakham. Okay, so basically what you do is you hold air in your mouth, okay, or you allow air to enter. Like when we say the word saw, our bottom jaw drops, right? So that's the same type of situation. That's why I use the word KHAW, because when you see that, you're gonna say ha, right, or ka, right, in English. But ha is like if you're trying to get something out of your throat. You know, if there's something in your throat and you try to get it out of your throat, that's the exact sound. Okay, so ha, ha. It's kind of like ha, but ha is not exactly touching, as I mentioned before. Ha is where you allow it to touch but vibrate. Okay, at the top of the the uvula. So it's just as we use when we try to get something out of our throat. It's the same exact sound. Okay, so with fatha it will be ha fatha ha, ha fatha ha, ha fatha ha. Okay, ha dhamma khu, ha dhamma khu, ha dhamma khu. See, if I don't keep my mouth full, okay, it would be hu, but it's hu. Okay, the same with khi. On khi, it's not a full mouth. Remember, you're smiling with the kasra, always smiling. So kha kasra khi, kha kasra khi, kha kasra khi. Okay, so kha is a letter that has a full mouth with fatha and dhamma, except with kasra. Now there are certain letters that you pronounce with the full mouth. Kha is one of them. Now these letters, when they are connected, as I mentioned before, they may change their structure. Actually, they will change their structure. Some letters do not connect to the left of them, only to the right of them. Some letters connect on both sides. Some don't connect at all. So what we're talking about here is letters, these letters, ha, jim, ha, kha, they all connect on either side, both sides. Okay, so looking at the first one, we see that the first letter is what? Very good. Ha. Ha, if we were to cut it in half, if we were to connect it to a letter such as ba, as you see on the left, you would literally cut it in half and connect the top portion to ba. Connect the top portion to that following letter, as you see. So if you were to see that, you know the top structure of ha is there. So it's ha. You don't need to have the belly portion of it. The belly portion is cut out. It lost weight, got liposuction, right? It got cut out in order to connect to the next letter. That's if it connects to the left of the letter. If it connects to the right of the letter, it would still maintain its skeletal structure. It would still maintain its dot, but the letter would just connect to it. Okay, as we see with kha here. So that would be tha and kha, tha and kha. So connecting to the left would look like ha with ba, and connecting to the right of it would look like the tha and the kha, maintaining its general structure. But what about if it connects from both sides? This is how it looks if it connects to both sides. So what are the three letters? Firstly, let's get used to looking at the three letters. Right. The first one is ta, fatha, what? Ta. The second letter is what? Very good. Jim. Jim. So that would be jim. What is that? A kasra or fatha dhamma on the jim? Yes, it's a kasra. So jim, kasra, ji. Jim, kasra, ji. And then the third letter is what? Yes, it's tha. It has the 3 dots, remember? And the skeleton of the ta and the that are the same. So that'd be tha dhamma thu. Tha dhamma thu. Tha dhamma thu. Okay, now let's spell it all together as we did before. Okay? So starting from the beginning. Ta fatha ta. Jim kasra ji. What do we do next? We say the 2 letters together. We don't move on to the third one. We say both of them together. Some of you can move on to the third one and say it all together. That's fine. But if you practice this method of saying letter by letter and spelling each letter after you pronounce its following letter, man, you will be so strong. So here we say Jim kasra ji. Taji. Taji. So let's start over. I'm going to start over so you can see me do it in full practice. Ta fatha ta. Jim kasra ji. Taji. Tha dhamma thu. Tajithu. One more time. Ta fatha ta. Jim kasra ji. Taji. Tha dhamma thu. Tajithu. Tajithu. Okay? And that's what I was meaning, that, you have to get acquainted with these letters. Make it a point after you've learned the new letters, get a Post-it. Put it on the door of put it on your refrigerator. Put it on the door of your bathroom. Put it on the doors of places that you frequent in your home, outside of your home. On your steering wheel before you start your car and drive, right? On your dashboard, where your radio is, wherever you're going to put your CD in, put it there to where when you put your CD in, it's blocked by a Post-it and you have to read that Post-it. Okay? This is how you'll get it. Because right now we're about to get into implementation of knowledge. So you should be knowing these letters by now. Okay? Not all of them, but the letters that we taken. So far you should know alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha. Okay? Definitely alif, ba, ta, tha, because you're learning jim, ha, kha today. But after this lesson, review, review, review. And that's what I told you. Review. Review after you're done, and then review before the lesson. And this is how you will become strong, inshallah. So this is tajithu. Now let's do a review. Let's practice. Let's practice. Okay, so the first here, what we see on E1, we're going to start from E1. It is alif fatha a, ha fatha ha, aha, D1. Alif fatha a, tha dhamma thu, athu, C1. Ta kasra ti, jim fatha ja, tija, B1. Tha dhamma thu, kha fatha kha, thukha, A1. Ba kasra bi, kha kasra khi, bikhi, E2. Ha dhamma hu, ba fatha ba, huba, D2. Ha kasra hi, ta dhamma tu, hitu, C2. Jim fatha ja, ba dhamma bu, jabu, B2. Jim fatha, if we put a fatha there, only a fatha could be here anyway. Jim fatha ja, and we first say that was alif, it would be ja. Okay, we say ja'a. And the same goes for A2, it would be kha'a. Okay. E3. You notice we reached 3 letters. So watch how I spell it. Tha fatha tha. Jim fatha ja. Taja. Ta kasra ti. Tajati. Okay, you notice how I letter, read 2 letters, read second letter, and read First letter together, then third letter all together. Okay. D3. Ba kasra B. Kha fatha kha. Bikha. Tha fatha tha. Bikhatha. C3. Ta kasra Ti. Jim kasra G. Fiji. Ta kasra Thi. Fiji Thi. Fiji Thi. Fiji Thi. B3. Ta kasra Thi. Ha dhamma Hu. Thihu. Ta fatha Ta. Thihuta. 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 A3. Alif dhamma U. Kha. If you were to say there was a fatha. Kha fatha Kha. Ukha. And if we were to say it was a kasra. Kha kasra Khi. Ukhi. Ta dhamma Tu. If Kha had a fatha. Ukhatu. If Kha had a kasra. Ukhitu. If Kha had a dhamma. Ukhutu. So with that, we conclude, brothers and sisters, what we took today were the three letters Ha, Jim, Ha, Kha. And the dot will be different on the Jim and the Kha. And remember that Kha is a letter to where the mouth is full, to where you pronounce it with an AW in English, like aw. So Kha. Okay? And the connection of them, remember we talked about the connection, look back, that these letters can be connected from the left and the right, unlike some of the other letters, which we will take inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and may make you of those that benefit from reading the language of the Quran in this beautiful month of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.